Hello everyone. In this new tutorial, we will be looking into how to use a color palette to texture models using a free useful add-on, Color Helper. Let's start with this one. I will be using this teapot model. You can use any other. The first thing is to go to Preferences and in the Get Extensions menu, search for Color Helper, install the add-on. Now press N to open the side panel and here you will find a tab CH. This is for the add-on. There are three settings here: New, Paste and Generate. Click the New button. A color palette will be created. By default, it will include one color. If you want to add more colors, click the plus button. You can add as many colors you want to. To remove any color, click this small setting. A minus sign button will be visible under each color and you can remove it from here. The same process is for adding a new palette. Click New and remove it from here. Any palettes that you will create will be added in collections. This means each collection can have its own set of color palettes. Let's move to the next setting, which is the paste option and is the most useful one. If we try to click it, it will show a message to first copy the image. So this is the image I want to pick colors from. I will right click, copy this image and now I will click paste. You can see a new palette has been created which has colors from that image. By default, there will be 5 colors picked and some may be missed. So in order to increase the color sample, go back in the add-on setting and here in the max color return, we can change this number. You can change it to 10, 20 or any. I will set it to 15. And if we paste again, you can see that our color palette has 15 colors. Let's look at another image. Copy this one and paste it. Now you can see that our color palette has been created from this image. There are some more settings. For instance, you can change the hue, saturation values as well in case you want to further customize the look. You can also shuffle the color slots. I will create a new collection. You can see we have two collections now. Select the second collection and now click the third Generate button. A small menu will show. I will set the value here to 3. There are different types of generation methods. You can try any of these. Click OK. 3 palettes will be auto-generated based on the settings. We can also expand the palette through this button. Each collection has its own set of palettes. To save and export these color palettes, click this button and set the folder location. Open the folder and here are our images that were exported. Now we will look into how we can apply these colors to our models. I will reduce the amount of colors from this palette so it's easier to manage. Switch to the material preview. The first method is to use a palette node group which is made through this add-on. Click this plus button. This will add a node group. I will now create a new material. In the base color, click the node button and you can find a new image node is available here. Color 1, 2, 3 represent all the colors from the palette. You can also assign randomized colors to different objects from this color palette. In the shader editor, you can add a color info node and connect the random property to this node. If we make a duplicate copy of the object, a random color will be picked from that palette. If you want to update the colors, you can click here. Any change in the color palette will be updated on the object. But there is a limitation. We can only assign one color from the color palette on the model. We cannot use multiple colors in one material. To fix that, we will use the next method. I will remove the node link. Click here. We have two options, create palette image and create paint palette. Click the create palette image. A new palette will be created and shown in the window. Back in the material settings, add a image texture node and select the image that was just created. Change the interpolation method to closest as it seems to give better results. Switch to the UV editing tab. Select all the faces of your model. Move the view so the model is visible from the side. Press U and select Project from View method. You can see that our model UVs have been projected. Now simply select the faces from the model, press G to move them to that color that you want to apply. In this way, you can select any part of the model and move the UVs to the desired color. In case if any UVs are attached to certain part like shown here, you can click here to disable the vertex UV option. You can select multiple faces, single face, assign them to any color from this palette. This is a very useful optimized technique because we are just using one small image without creating multiple materials. Let's say if you want to make a change in your color palette, it's not going to be updated. We need to create the image again. So what we will do is create palette image. This will create a new image and now in your material settings, assign that new image. Moving to the third method. In this one, we can actually use the painting brushes to paint the model. Remove the previous image from the material, the model may turn black. This time, create a paint palette. Open the UV editor. The current UVs are not correct for painting. So select all faces and press U and do a simple smart UV project. This is important for painting textures. Now in your material setting, create a new image on which our painting data will be saved. Switch to the paint mode and here in the tools panel on the side, I will select the paint palette which was created. Using a painting brush, pick a color and start painting on your model. You can change these colors from here as well. And this completes the third method. I hope you got the idea how this works. In case you want to load your paint palettes in another project, first assign a location path in the add-on settings where your palette images are going to be saved and loaded from. Once you have saved them, click Load Palette Library. Now all the palette images are going to be loaded which you can use. The next step is optional and you can skip if you need to. We will look into how to add gradient textures in our palette. This feature is currently not available in this add-on. Maybe in the future it can be added. Here is one 4-color palette that I created earlier. I will open this in the web browser and drag and drop this in Photopea, which is an online free image editor just like Photoshop. By the way, you can use any other image editor as well. The process will be same. Using the crop tool, I will slightly increase the size of this image so we have empty space at the lower side. I will draw a rectangle shape and in the layer properties, go to gradient overlay. And here I can create any combination of gradients. Gradient colors can help a lot, adding much more color variations in your model. So I highly recommend you try this method also. Once you are done, save this image as a PSD so you can load it again and export the result as PNG. This is how our image will look. Keep in mind this is a separate new image, so you will have to add this image in your material. In the material setting, pick this image. Now the workflow is same as before. Do a UV project and then you can start moving the UVs onto the gradient parts. If I want to assign this part to the gradient color, I can stretch the UVs as well. It does not matter if the UVs are stretched because these are mostly solid colors. In this way you can assign gradient colors. You can export your model to any game engine and they will work fine. And this completes the tutorial. I hope you found this video useful in some way. If you like to see more, then please give this video a like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, leave a comment or suggestion for future videos. Thank you very much for watching and I will see you in the next one.